Hey guys, I was just thinking today how it's funny that we sometimes respond in like the opposite way that you might think we would respond. Especially when it regards like when we have a situation or an experience where we've accomplished something big, right? And it's an experience that we'd think that would make us kind of prideful and feel better than other people. Like you see guys who like won the Super Bowl or win an Oscar award, right? And they're like, this is a really humbling experience. That's what they say, you know. And if you've ever experienced any kind of victory or success in your life, you might be able to relate to that. It's a humbling experience, which is sort of counterintuitive because if you experience like being high and lofty, you've got this success and this victory and this recognition, it seems like that would kind of make you feel better than other people, right? But it has that counterintuitive thing where you feel humble. And on the flip side of that, when we go through something that should humble us, we get our face rubbed in the dirt, we just fail. We make a mistake, right? Where we get prideful. We want to assert ourselves. We say, you know what? I'm not that way. I think some of you guys can relate to that too. It's like you do something wrong, people call you out on it, and it should humble you. The fact that, hey, you're fallible, you make mistakes, but it makes you prideful. It makes you want to assert yourself. And I was thinking about that today, how it's kind of funny how that works. And so why is that? Why do we actually get humble when we attain things and prideful when we're down low? And I was thinking about it. It's sort of like everybody wants to be somebody, And so until we're recognized as somebody and until we feel like we're somebody, we want to assert that, hey, we are somebody, And so when we have an experience where we finally feel like we're somebody, we get that feeling, whether it's through other people's recognition or we just feel like, hey, we've got there, we are somebody. Then we're more likely to realize and accept, hey, we are just somebody. We're just one. We're just somebody. Ain't nobody but somebody. Right? We're more willing to just admit that and be comfortable with that once we feel like we are somebody, So that's why I think it's humbling, if we attain something, we feel good about ourselves. It's humbling. Is it really humbling? We might be more humble, but what it's really doing is making us feel like we are somebody. And that experience is sort of humbling because we're more able to accept, hey, we're just somebody. Now, on the flip side of that, it's like if we feel like we're not getting recognition, nobody realizes that we are somebody. We want people to know we are somebody, and if people are kind of saying like, no, you just failed, or you made a mistake, or you've done something bad, or you haven't amounted to much, we want everybody to know we are somebody, and we get prideful. Recognize that I'm somebody, and that was I'm better than you. We start feeling like we're better than, So it's just something to kind of think about. Maybe you already realized this, I didn't, but I just think it's kind of interesting to think about, so I wanted to share it with y'all. All right.